we are a nation under God. Why is that important? The emphasis of we are a nation under God. Why is that important? In the Enlightenment, the Enlightenment thinkers in Europe.
How come? You have a field as big as this. You have 70 people. They dig half of the field. The following year, the same field, the same challenge. You have 85 people. They dig only 1.4 or just 3/4 of half. You have a question. What was the matter? Same climate, same everything. What is it? The judiciary, for some of you, the judiciary, especially those who are in difficult areas, like where there's always landslides, the foothills of Elgon and other places, whenever we come, we try to give you priority so that you don't trust outreach areas. Equitably, no filters. How can you say thank you for being given this positive, discriminatory consideration? How can you say thank you? I have put here the table to share with you, the worship, see how you share this table with the worship so that when they go, they know. Completed cases rising and then dropping. 266,323 in financial year 2022/23, but it dropped to 239,431 in the immediate past financial year. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. What is it? Our transformation agenda, the way we want the judiciary to be transformed. Not a laid-back judiciary. Judiciary that's proactive, judiciary which is in search of new ways of satisfying justice. So our agenda is mainly faceted on fighting delays and case backlog, ensuring quick and accessible judicial services for all. I recently tasked the Deputy Chief Justice, who led the team to Tanzania, because we've been made to understand that for some reason they found a solution or they found a better way of dealing with case backlog. We get the reports, we'll see what we can adopt and implement, because we really want this monster of case backlog to be dealt with by all of us. So fighting case backlog can only be achieved through advancing innovations, simplifying court process, and enhancing the use of ICT in case management. This battle is a protracted one, so we have to use all possible lawful approaches to achieve it. I'm sure all of you are given laptops, appointments. You have as much as possible simplified court process and trained you on ICT. When you sit in that court, don't make yourself a demigod. I do not understand why a human being like me, he thinks when people are now sitting down before him is standing, is a very good harm. I don't have it anymore. As human as you are, I only have the privilege to be your head of the institution. You know, that's the only difference. Beyond that, you are like me, I'm a human being. With my frailty, with my huge attributes, just like you do. So when people appear before you, why do you make people tremble? Why do you make people even lose their direction? A very good witness now begins stammering. He's never stammered before, but now I'm easy before you. You never get justice. Because the best witness will be intimidated by you. And in the end, that's the evidence you're going to reject because you caused it. All that is required of a judicial officer. Be firm, be firm, be in charge of the court, but please, you can do all that with humility. Don't let people fear you, let people respect you. Seek to understand if somebody has got a problem, try to find a solution. And that's why when we try these cases of defilement, which we do not try, we adjourn to chambers. We bring members of the family of the victim so that it's not only seeing strangers and the mother only. They will be there and, you know, buy sodas, buy biscuits. The mother comes and says, you know, let her be taking her soda. She will relax and she will speak freely. Remove the wig, remove the gown. Be in your the way I am now. She don't even know the person she saw in the courthouse is the person that is sitting here. These are things you can do in your court. Innovation. Anything that does not breach the law. Anything that will make people feel comfortable and speak their mind and tell you the truth because you are truth seeking. Many people get excited. Many people get excited. My Lord, whose Lord are you? That's a term which, even in the African setting, a woman calls her husband, I don't. So for me, my appeal to you, you can't have these big numbers and there is nothing short. And instead, there's downgrading of performance. Something is fundamental. We worship CR. Something is fundamental. And I hope these 2 days you're going to be here to get to the root of what it is. Get to the root of what this is. We've drafted the Magistrates Court Amendment Bill 2024, by which we intend to enhance the monetary jurisdiction of the magistrates. For the grade 1 magistrates, you will now try matters whose monetary value is up to 50 million for grade 1 magistrates. And then, unless the Parliament changes this problem, because and then for chief magistrate, you'll be able to try cases up to 100 million. All these have been taken from the High Court. So a portion of what has been tried by High Court now will be tried by chief magistrates. The portion of what was being tried by chief magistrates is now going to be tried by magistrates, including the one I saw a few days ago. What are you going to do? People are fighting over 100 billion. Are you just going to play around? Or are you going to read the law and understand? Improve your understanding of the law. You make a decision because you've been lazy, you've been careless, you don't care. And somebody loses 100 million which they should not have lost. Even, it's not about corruption. Now, the one of corruption is gone. This is, you do not understand that the work requires that you sit down and read the available authorities. Make an understanding what the law is. You don't do that. Imagine denying someone 100 million. And then all your cases go on appeal, and the Court of Appeal, which in your case will be the High Court, is always rebuking you. Saying even your evaluation of evidence is wanting, or your understanding of the law is surprising, because this is not an area which is complicated. So please, I urge you, I caution you, you want to stand up, go back and keep that job of yours, go back and rise because of your hard work, of your dedicated work, of your understanding of the law. Go back and do that. Go back so that you are noticed when you're a grade 1 magistrate, because among you sitting here, I have future Supreme Court justices among you people. So it is for you to decide whether you want to be among them. There are people who rose from being grade 3 magistrates and went to the Supreme Court. They never slept. They did work. You can even train their judgment from being grade 1 up to the High Court, and you see somebody is growing. Then from High Court to Court of Appeal, Supreme Court, you see, yes, this person is growing. But if you say, I have now arrived, if you never go to yourself, you think you've now achieved. You've achieved nothing. You've only got the opportunity, you only now, since you have an opportunity to present yourself to you, now seize it, and then achieve something. At every point, you've been promoted, so what is the new challenge? What do I need to do better? What should I maintain in whatever I'm doing? I say this really, I'm dwelling on this point because you will make us proud, or you will make us walk with our head down in shame, because you're the face of the nation. You're the face of the nation in Kamuli, in Beni, in Ibanda. You're the face of the nation. PG, you're the face of the nation. So every day you wake up, remind yourself, I am the face of the nation. How do I look like? How am I going to present myself today? We're coming up in the room. And when it comes up, all these are meant to ease your performance, to ease how you work, making it easy for justice seekers to access justice. Yes, I now have the numbers here. I think when I took over, we had 35 chief magistrates. Now I have 101 chief magistrates. The chief magistrate of Soroti used to serve on the courts in case of separation. There was no chief magistrate in Kabaramando, none in Kumi, and so on and so forth. There were chief magistrates courts in there. So the chief magistrate of Soweto would have to spend 1/3 of the duration on the road going to that court and to the other court. We have now tripled. We need to thank God for the fact of able to do with that. Our people now see the difference. Or is the only difference they see that there is a chief magistrate occupying this court, and beyond that, the software is accessible. It's a question really asking. So that when I go to fight for our budget, I have something to say. That I promised this, and when our budget was enhanced, this is what I have delivered. I want more. Because even what I've delivered, I'm not yet satisfied. We've started the journey, we're in the right direction, but we want to expedite our pace and spread out to the entire country. It all comes from your performance. It all comes from your performance. Then, as we grow in number, it calls for deliberate mentorship, supervision, and appraisal for the people who joined after you. In the Bible, it was Cain who said he was not his brother's keeper. And God told him to put a big stamp on his back for killing his brother and being rude to God. My brother's keeper. In every fraternity, in every family, you are your brother's keeper. You are your sister's keeper. When you're a chief magistrate, all the one magistrates in your area are under your charge. To mentor them, to supervise, because you're the one here. Supervise them, help them. Somebody will have a problem, and it may not be in court, but it ends up in court. A brilliant soul, first class material, but you see wasting away because of a bully. You should be having peers. Those of us who joined 2018, 2015, 2020, have your group. These days people know how to do for WhatsApp, where you can discuss everything under the sky. Those who were your classmates at the university and you find yourself in the education, have your peer grouping, informal. Help one of you who has a problem. It can be any problem. And they're saying that one is the most corrupt in town. Reach out to that person and your problem. 5 of you say, you don't want to visit you at home. Say, our brother, our sister, you know, I know where this is going around. I know where this is going around. Where is the problem? That's what mentoring is. That it amounts to informal supervision. So please, me as me. I don't want somebody who has joined an institution like this ever to leave. And if I can help you not to leave, I will help you. See what can be done, what can be done to help you to stay, to reform. Because you live in that office, which everybody wants, which is converted, copyright. You will not get a job somewhere else. If they catch you with stolen money, or money you have armed is willing to pay you, where do you go? Who's going to suffer? Members of your family. I always think about these things. Members of your family and your children are very young. Some are still in nursery, some are still in secondary. And all of a sudden, you're not able to take them to boarding anymore, not able to pay school fees anymore. Because you just been plainly stupid. Plainly stupid. So if your colleagues can help you to stop being stupid, because the consequences, the ramifications, the repercussions are dire. So if you can help me from being stupid, why not? Why did we go to school with you? Why were we appointed? We celebrate on the same day. So please, be your brother's keeper, be your sister's keeper. We want all of you to serve this country. We don't want you to fall, suffer the consequences. Yeah, you know, when they fall, when they meet you on the way, they will branch off. They can't now face it. So if you can help your sister, your brother, from that eventuality, please take it upon yourself, individually, collectively. The one of the chief magistrates is the official position. We always say, if I mention this to John, John will say, you're the one spreading my name. Oh, let John say that, and I would have told him. And the worst comes to say, John, didn't I tell you the other time? And you are accusing me. Now, this one which you follow me, is it me anymore? At least you have the high moral ground to confront him or her. Then, acting judiciously. There's this issue made. I went to great lengths to come up with guidelines. Nobody has written to me that I cannot understand these guidelines, so I'm taking up all of you. And the office of the Chief Justice is open. If you want to tell me physically, you can come. If they tell me it's a magistrate who has come all the way from Umber, okay, so I will see that magistrate, and a lot of them say, come later. I'll see that magistrate, hear what it is. They will tell me, I cannot make head or tail out of these guidelines. But you have it here. And you know the law on grant of bail. What is the first consideration? One, do you have jurisdiction to grant bail? Yes, you take that one. Two, what is the first consideration? From the look of things, that's why it is a discretion. From the look of things, this accused person who has been presented before you, the prosecution has presented the material it has. What is the likelihood that the accused person will turn up for trial? Because bail is to say, no, you are not yet a convict, you are only a suspect, you are now an accused person, the law is holding you, you don't know when the trial will begin. Go home. When the trial begins, we'll call you. That's what we're into. But before now, this is the first consideration. Because you say, look, this is a case of theft of a goat. Then the prosecution will say, oh, this man is terrible. They bring no evidence. Our witnesses are in the village. He's known for this. It's like to go and terrify these witnesses, threaten them with dire consequences. Oh, this one, when he goes to that place, is going to get rid of the important pieces of evidence. You consider this and you weigh it. Are you satisfied? Is the material the prosecution given you, have you given the accused person the opportunity to rebut? If you've done that, then you come up with a decision. And what brings on decision why you are granting bail or why you are not granting bail? Take it from me, I will be the first person to defend you. I'll defend you before the world, and I'll tell whoever, I'll tell the what this person has made a judicial decision. He or she can be wrong, yes, but has made a decision in accordance with the law. You're not going to lose your job because you made that decision. But many times, many of you are reckless. I've looked at the Christmas, I've looked at the, what are they called, the sureties. I've looked at the sureties I'm granting bail. You tell us the reason why you are granting bail, despite the objections and the prosecution. Explain it with black on white. Explain it. Then when I defend you, I say, I've read that ruling. I would have done the same in a similar or the same circumstance. Or if I were the one sitting there, I would not have to pay. I would defend you. Now, with the information age, with social media, many of you now get intimidated because social media has all sorts of things. I thought you took oath not to fear. Did you take oath to fear? Was there an exception that I take oath not to fear except social media? I don't know what the oath says. Do not be intimidated in the performance of your judicial work. You cannot do me wrong. So if you follow the things I've been speaking about all this long, you minimize that type of attack. You minimize that type of attack. You come up with your decision. It is a traffic offense. The person has knocked somebody is in bad condition, and the fellow is a member of parliament. Let us not even look at the other consideration. Is a member of parliament like to run away from the country and lose his or her seat because of knocking somebody in the traffic? It is not willful, it's just either carelessness. You know, so you will have to weigh this. You say this one is like to run away to Cuba, to run away to DRC, or to Europe, America, or Asia. You pronounce yourself. Then you take that one. Then you go to the other consideration, which the prosecution will have. Listen to you. I've listened to your complaint, which has reached me in your presence here. This is for the registrars, through the executive director. We will discuss this. But while we are going to discuss this, I want you to know a registrar or the institution of registrar occupies a pivotal role in the administration of cases. You are the link, you are the bridge between the lower and the upper bench. And that's why you attend both the meeting with the lower bench and the one of the upper bench. So I don't know whether you should have a meeting alone, or I don't know what is done. I thought when the Honorable Justice Conference takes place, registrars also have a meeting where they can come up with what is the good to them. I don't know if this might be limited because of time. But when you're urging us to consider this, I want you also to consider your role. I don't know whether it will be wise to extricate you and make it that independent. Because it seems to me that it is not wise, but I'm open to persuasion. You just have to persuade me. I never believe in reading. If you persuade me, why not? But I want you to know where my mind is. So you are going to dissuade me from where my mind is. To believe in. So for you, my judicial officers, people who attend with great pride in, for whom I thank God for presiding over as Chief Justice, listen to this. The wise words of the great Greek statesman Socrates. If you're a lawyer, you've never heard of Socrates. I don't know which those schools you attended. It's what he said about the judicial office. Open quote. 4 things belong to a judge. I'm not going to say a judge, anybody who passes judgment. Even you, your decision is held in judgment. It's not held in magistrate, man. It's held in judgment. Because you judge, you don't magistrate. So Socrates says, open quote, 4 things belong to a judge. Column, to hear courteously, answer wisely, and consider soberly, and decide impartially. If a judge is neutral, the judge will not pass judgment because you want to be neutral. He says, I'm not being neutral. Then you cannot pass judgment. You have to take a side. After hearing everybody, the impartiality is state your case. This column states their case. State yours, you state theirs. They get the person who is not because he's a cousin of the chief justice, but because he's the one who is most eloquent, the one who has the law on his fingertips, stands up and speaks without looking at. Then they find a lady who will do that. So I listen carefully. I ask questions. If there are questions to ask, I ask. Then I retire to consider the material which has been put before me. And then I find that these people are the ones who are in the right. I've done all this. Passion, not neutral. You can't be neutral. You have to be impartial. Give everybody an opportunity, the right to be heard. Cardinal principle of justice, the right to be heard. I want everybody the right to be heard. Except when they're acting funny. Then you say, I've given you the opportunity. You seem not to be sensitive and proceeding. And they're on record. And everybody will see us, even me will have done the same. That is Socrates. Then we talk with Marshall, who was a Solicitor General and later became the Justice of the Supreme Court of the United States of America. He had this to say, open quotes. We must never forget that the only real source of power that we as judges can tap is the respect of the people. Close quote. If people do not respect you, if instead they fear you, you have no power until you're wasting time in the judiciary. When you walk and everybody is quaking, and you think you're in devil, you have no power. You're just deceiving yourself. But if you walk and they say, and what they say behind your back is the truth, by the way, of what they think about you or perceive. This is what they say in your presence. Take it with a pinch of salt. Send your intelligence to tell you what they perceive of you, what they know of you. So we are constitutionally accountable to the people of Uganda, and we are bound to execute our mandate, questions of the dictates contained in Article 36. Oh, you see, I thought she was going to quarrel with me over smoking. She has given me more time. So we have to execute our mandate, questions of the dictates contained in Article 126 of the Constitution and so on. Now, thank you, Yoshi, for reminding me. I know, especially because your court is called the lower bench. These magistrates, some of them, I attended school with them 40 years ago. Many of you were not yet born. You were already at law school. They will come, and here is the remand magistrate, the chief magistrate, registrar, who begins trembling because the advocate has come. Who says so? Let me tell you my personal experience. When lawyers come, and I do it in court, if I forget to tell my clerk, who is the most senior lawyer here, say, because of professional decorum and recommendation, we will call your case, except if somebody has got a reason why we should not call the case of the senior lawyer. I did that in my court with huge success. The lawyers will respect me. Then I tell the others, you will also achieve this recognition. As a matter of time, I started where you are, and I reached where they are, and I'm now where I am. So you find they already knew, my clients already knew. So they say, oh, counsel so and so, we're calling this case. But many times before I come, counsel so and so, whose case should be called for? Say, no, my lord, I have this number of witnesses, my colleague is asking for judgment. My colleague was left with only one witness, which was cross-examination, and the witness will come all the way from Guru. And if it pleases my Lord to worship, for me, I'm prepared to allow you finish, then we can take on mine. Then, yes. And yes. But if an advocate comes bossy, I remember rebuking one of them was my classmate. He was really bossy. The junior said, what lessons are you giving this government? They become senior like you. That's how they should treat the junior members of the profession. He apologized, actually came to my chambers and said, I'm sorry. I said, yes. So these are powers you have, common sense. But don't allow advocates to bully you. There's only one bull in the court of law. There's only one bull in the courthouse. Who is that bull? Who? I want all of you to say me. Who is that bull? But just treat them with, give them that recognition. But don't allow any lawyer. Some of them will raise their voices. You tell them off, saying, counsel, I'm very simple. I went to law school before I was born. Is that what I want to be? What you want me to take from you? They will sober up because they know the power you have. They will sober up. So don't allow. And I said this in some training. You are sitting in your court in Patongo. Patongo is my home place for those of you who know. There's a great man, the chief magistrate as well. And you're sitting there. And the chief justice vehicle, I travel with 3 vehicles, mine and 2 others. Very inconvenient sometimes. Those things I ask. So I come in your compound, and I enter your court. What are you going to do? The chief justice enters your court. You are listening to submission, or you're following a witness is coming. What are you going to do? Are you going to adjourn to go to chambers? If you do that, if I had the powers of emotion, continue doing what you're doing. The chief justice has come without notifying you. He is going to sit. If he wants to sit, the court is going to sit until you finish. Then you are in this office. You understand this? Then you are in, because at that time, the chief justice is not above you when you're doing this or what. No. He will wait for you on appeal if the appeal from the other side is here. At that time, you are the authority in the court or please, you are the authority. Finish your thing. It is different. If you're in your chambers, the Chief Justice can come. And I hope the Chief Justice does not stay there just chatting for 30 minutes. Exercise that authority that you have judiciously. Exercise it by respecting people. They will respect you. And all this respect will be concentrated on you. I don't know if you can even withstand the beauty of that respect. So I would like to thank the Judicial Training Institute, along with the Executive Director, you and your team, really thank you for organizing this conference. I looked at the program, it's well loaded, and please take every item in the program seriously. Let these 2 days be as if you'll be here for 1 month. So the materials here I'm told, physical issue or as lawyer issue. I'm told he was here with you this morning, is that right? I hope you know how useful it is, why you picked on him. I hope he has proved his worth. Go and think about the things he's spoken about. I don't know what he spoke about, but I hope. Very sobering, can wake you up. So think deeply about the things he's spoken about. Think very deeply about the things he's spoken about. Let's be a family. Get acquainted with the corporate culture of the institution. And I repeat, let's be peers to each other. Let us make the judiciary proud. You as the face of the judiciary, make us proud. Let the people of Uganda begin crying that we saw the justice that is being given at Bugiri. We want it also in our place. Because they see that judicial officers are doing their work. And that's training is very serious when the opportunity comes. I wish each one of you and all of you together Merry Christmas and Happy New Year 2025. And now I take great honor in declaring the Registrars and Magistrates Conference 2024 officially opened. May God bless all of us.
Thank you so much. Let us arise and give a round of applause to the Honorable Chief Justice. I think we can clap to win big numbers because of him. One more clap. So let us sit. My Lord Chief Justice, we thank you so much for those words of wisdom and